The prime ills of society, such as greed, love of power, and ignorance, cultivates drug addiction, and drug education proves to be an absolutely necessary weapon to win a battle against this addiction. This presentation is designed to make you aware about negative impact of alcohol, tobacco, or cigarette and illicit drugs. A famous saying, you cannot solve the problem with the same kind of thinking that created the problem. People take drugs and alcohol as a solution to change their lives, but eventually, getting high on drugs and alcoholism complicates lives and creates problems. They cannot contribute in any way to face the challenges and issues of lives. Western influence has a vital role to play in spreading the misconception that drugs can prove to be a remedy to overcome the intolerable pain and grief in lives. You choose drugs and you lose. Take a stand up to drugs or fall to your knees. A drug is a substance that, when absorbed into the body of a living organism, alters normal bodily function. Drugs are chemicals that change the way a person's body works by altering emotions and thoughts. Drug abuse is an intense desire to obtain increasing amounts of a particular substance. Drug dependence is the body's physical need or addiction to a specific agent. Over the long term, this dependence results in physical harm and behavior problems which causes tolerance and cross tolerance. Thus, it creates a vicious cycle. Drugs got popularized in 1960s by mass media and music, and gradually they invaded all aspects of society. Drugs are chemicals. Different drugs have different chemical structures and affect the body in different ways. There are certain drugs which have only negative impact on our body and affect the normal body functions. They alter the structure and functioning of our brains. Certain drugs hijack the reward system in our brains and causes unusually large amounts of dopamine to flood the system. Continued usage of high doses of drugs or prolonged use can lead to drug addiction. 2 decades of neurobiological research have brought us a new understanding of drug abuse and addiction, their complexity, and their solutions. Drug abuse problems are diverse and cause irregular behaviors and actions. Drug abuse has pervasive effects, impacts every corner of one's life, including health, family, employment, and society. Medical consequences of drug abuse and alcoholism can be disastrous and can lead to cardiovascular diseases, cancer, hepatitis, lung disease, stroke, HIV or AIDS, kidney damage, liver damage, respiratory diseases, aggressiveness, hallucinations, impulsiveness, and loss of self-control. Let's take a look at awareness on illicit drugs and licit drugs use. How illegal drugs affect you. Illegal drugs are not manufactured in restrained environments under stringent conditions. Anti-drug law should be emphasized. There is no control over the quantity and quality of illicit drugs. As a result, there are chances of side effects of illicit drugs and hence can cause permanent damage to the body. Licit drugs are used legally. These are generally medicines used for illness. It is used by the intended person for prescribed usage. And this possesses a special challenge to adolescents. To address the devastating consequences of drug abuse and addiction, NIDA's large research portfolio is focused on 3 main areas: research to prevent drug abuse, to treat drug addiction, and to prevent HIV or AIDS. Prevention research examines a wide range of topics including the contributions of genetics, environment and development, as well as the impact of comorbid conditions on the propensity for drug abuse. Priority areas for NIDA are prevention research among children and adolescents, genetics, environment, development and comorbidity. Presence of one or more additional disorders co-occurring with a primary disease or disorder. The additional disorder may also be a behavioral or mental disorder. Addiction is a developmental disease that usually begins in adolescence. For example, 67% of those who try marijuana for the first time are between the ages of 12 and 17. Prevention efforts are therefore of primary importance to stop drug abuse before it ever starts. Magnetic resonance imaging scans allows us to map the maturation of the brain. This slide illustrates brain development through early adulthood with blue indicating the mature state. The prefrontal cortex, highlighted by white circles, which governs judgment and decision making functions, is the last part of the brain to develop. This may help explain why teens are prone to risk taking, are particularly vulnerable to drug abuse, and why exposure to drugs at this crucial time may affect propensity for future addiction. Given the different physiology of adolescents' brain, do they react differently to substances of abuse? Research findings point to yes. Adolescents' brains are wired differently than adults because the prefrontal cortex is one of the last areas of the brain to mature during development. Adolescents tend to use other areas, in this case emotional areas of the brain, in making decisions. For example, brain activity seen with functional MRI shows that when judging emotion represented on a face, a teenager's amygdala right is activated, reflecting more of a gut reaction than a reasoned one, while the adult's left brain is activated in an area of the prefrontal cortex involved more in reasoning and reflection. Animal studies show a differential response to drugs of abuse in early exposed adolescents. For example, rats first exposed to nicotine as adolescents self-administered nicotine more often and in higher total doses per session than rats first exposed as adults. Corresponding and persistent changes in the brain were also found in those animals that were exposed early to nicotine. What environmental factors contribute to addiction? Comorbid mental illness, witnessing violence, stress, peers who use drugs, and drug availability. Many other environmental factors contribute to person's propensity to take drugs of abuse. These include having a mental illness such as depression, having a history of physical or sexual abuse, witnessing violence, or experiencing other kinds of stress. Drug availability is, of course, a primary environmental factor in contributing to drug abuse and addiction. Prolonged drug use changes the brain and in fundamental and long-lasting ways. There is a lot of evidence that these changes can be both structural and functional. Comorbid mental illness is common among substance abusers, including smokers, with much higher rates than in the normal population. Co-occurrence of other drug addictions is also much higher. Drug users also have a higher risk of developing mental disorders, although the order of these events can be difficult to determine precisely. Why do mental illnesses and substance abuse co-occur? Self-medication hypothesis. Substance abuse begins as a means to alleviate symptoms of mental illness. Mental illness and substance abuse can co-occur also due to causal effects of substance abuse. Substance abuse may increase vulnerability to mental illness. Common or correlated causes are the life processes and the risk factors that give rise to mental illness and substance abuse may be related or overlapped. Reasons that mental illness and substance abuse tend to co-occur include the propensity of people to self-medicate to relieve mental distress or illness, the heightened vulnerability to mental illness brought on by drug abuse, and the overlap of risk factors for both conditions. Understanding the various contributions of these factors to people's vulnerability to drug abuse will help us develop more effective prevention and treatment interventions. Let's take a look at health effects of tobacco and cigarette smoking. The effects of tobacco and cigarette smoking depends on many things such as weight, size and health. Also depend on the amount taken. Smoking and tobacco consumption accelerates the onslaught of lung function decline during early adulthood and late adolescence and causes unsound lung advancement, chronic coughing and wheezing. Prolonged consumption of tobacco and smoking leads to dangerous side effects. Tar in cigarettes creates an outer covering on lungs and leads to yellow-brown staining on smokers' fingers and teeth. Respiratory arrest and seizures. Risk of stroke increases and finally leads to brain damage. It also causes cancer of lip, tongue, nose and mouth. Think about change. Overcome addiction to alcohol and all kinds of illicit drugs. The prime reason of drug abuse and alcoholism is that it helps to escape reality or solve problems. The difficulties in life are such as inability to fit in, shyness, school or family situations, lack of adventure or excitement. Follow the right approach to make a change. When people are struggling with drug addiction, self-restraint or sobriety seems like an impossible task. No matter how helpless your situation is, recovery is always possible. Effective and preventive drug education offers an excellent alternative to escape offered by illicit drug use. Experience the most effective and innovative approaches to deal with drug addiction. Drug education changes life. Adequate and effective drug education is essential as young people undergo many influences to use both licit and illicit drugs. It plays a counterbalancing role in framing the normal culture of informed decision making and safety. Drug addiction can be successfully treated to help people lead productive lives and stop abusing drugs. Drug education encapsulates topics concerned with exploring issues faced by drug addicts and assisting people to develop their ability and confidence to make healthy lifestyle choice. Drug addiction and alcoholism is a preventable disease. There is no release from negative effects of drug abuse. Considering its disruptive nature, it is often better do not become entangled in substance abuse of any kind. The decision to use illicit drugs and alcohol for a prolonged period is an individual's choice. Anybody can be prevented from becoming absorbed on drugs. Narconon International says that young people must feel that the risk of using drugs far outweigh what they see as the benefits. Drug education plays a crucial role in filling this gap with detailed information about the hazardous effect of drug use. Prevention programs incorporating schools, communities, families and the media can contribute in an effective way in helping general public and youth to understand the risks of drug abuse. Drug addicts must understand that there is no magic blast or single therapy that works for everybody. Drug addiction therapies are customized to unique situations and issues. Everyone's needs and requirements are different. Therapy and treatment should address more than just drug abuse. Develop an innovative way of living and address the causes why you turn to drugs. Develop healthy ways to manage stressful situations. Turn your life to connect socially with close friends and family. Friends and family prove to be an invaluable asset in recovery. Draw connections with sober friends who will help you in your recovery. Explore healthier ways to keep stress level under check. Meditate, exercise, practice simple breathing exercises, challenge self-defeating thoughts. Behavioral and medical therapy used together or alone can be used to treat drug abuse. Treatment on outpatient basis. A patient not hospitalized but visits physician's clinic, office or day surgery for treatment. Life is really interesting. Some of your greatest pains become your greatest strengths. Get high in life. Close your eyes and imagine a beautiful, peaceful place surrounded by fresh flowers. Relish the joy of slowly breathing in the essence of fresh flowers and savor the scent of that one wonderful piece of memory. Just grab in every opportunity to love, live and laugh. Life is thrill, life is excitement, life is love. Understand and always bear in mind that resolution to success is really difficult to achieve. It is real, it exists, it is possible and it is yours. Get up and run to face the world. This was a small discussion on drug education. In the next presentation, we will study about occupational health aspects. Thank you.